So what I'm going to show you in this video is the process I use to get these links out. So what I'm going to do is actually use the push pin, put it in the hole, and tap it with the bottom of the screwdriver. Once I have these pins out, to push back in, I'm going to use the quarter to push it back in most of the way. And once I have it in most of the way, to recess it into the hole, I'm going to use the corner of the screwdriver to actually push it in. So I'm going to show you that entire process in this video and also give you an idea of how much force I'm using to actually hit it. So I'm going to do it several times just so you could see different situations. So for these watches, there's two places to make adjustments. One is actually to remove the links via this pin, and the other ones is these micro adjustments here along the side. So the band itself will have these tiny arrows that shows you the direction at which you have to remove the pins. So what I'm going to do is simply place the thumb tack right in the hole and actually tap it with the underside of a screwdriver. So you can see after tapping on it, what will happen is that the pin will come out like this. So you can see the pin is out. Now you might have to hit this like you would a hammer and a nail. So it does take some force here. So once it's out, you merely just, pull it out with your fingers, like so. So once again, it's a little bit tough for me because I'm actually looking at the camera and trying to do this. So the pin is out. So let me show you the wrong way and the right way to hold the thumb tack when you are trying to nail it. So you don't want to just hold the thumb tack alone. What you have to do is also use your thumbs to hold both the thumb tack and the wristband link. So this is the wrong way of doing it. The balance is just going to knock over the watch. So don't do it that way. When I put the thumb tack on this hole, what I'm doing is I am holding it and balancing both the wristband and the thumb tack like that in between the link and the thumb tack. So I do want to show a few more times the process that I use to actually knock this pin out. So once again, I am holding it in between here just to steady the thumb tack while I have it set in the hole. And once the pin is out like that, I merely just push it out instead of hitting it with the thumb tack, because it is really that last 1/8 of an inch that you have to push out with force. And once again, sometimes I'll use this is an oriental rug, because what happens is that this thing sets right in there and it creates a lot better balance and evenness. But really, if I hold the thumb tack, by balancing it in the hole with my thumbs like that, it really should be enough. So I've removed the link and I am going to reinsert the pin. So just make sure you notice where the arrows are. So the arrows are that direction. So I'm going to insert the pin against the arrow where the wider part is. So that's the wider part. Insert it in, and of course it's still sticking out a little bit, in which case I will be using the quarter to push it all the way in. See, I have it all the way in and actually flush here. So flush is not enough. You want it recessed into the hole. So to get it recessed in the hole, you're going to take the corner of the screwdriver and push it in, but just be cognizant not to, not to scratch it or go off. Just have it steady. You might want to steady it by putting your thumbs or your hand right there to steady it, and then pushing this all the way in, using the corner, and then having it recessed versus sticking out. So the other aspect of resizing the band is doing micro adjustments. So you don't necessarily have to remove each link. And even if you remove each link, you might have to do the micro adjustments in this area. So once again, what I'm going to do is use this push pin, do the micro adjustments on this end by pushing this and sliding this. So normally, if you're not doing this on camera, it'd be a lot easier. So it's a lot tougher for me. So I push that pin in, and you can see now it snaps in place once I wiggle it along. So I moved it basically from that first hole to the second hole.